One of the reasons why there's so much inaction and so much delay in government, is a kind of atmosphere that we created that the best decision.
Okay. Yeah. Can I have the box? Here we have the box.
He's just booking the.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
One Excel, one spread. That was even better.
Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chidambaram. Thank you so much.
My guest today is somebody who I believe has rewritten a lot of the old rules in the film industry. Not just that, she is refreshingly candid, she is not politically correct, and she speaks her mind. And over and above all that, her film Queen, according to me, is absolutely inspirational for young women who are looking to break free from old shackles. So thank you so much, Kangana Ranaut. Let's welcome Kangana to this evening.
Hi, good evening everyone. And congratulations.
Thank you. I want you to talk a little bit about your own journey from being a small town girl in Himachal Pradesh to getting to this point. From growing up in a family where you have quite openly admitted that your family was more favorably disposed towards your brother, and in some ways openly discriminated against you, to the point that one day you decided you were going to run away from home.
I think this kind of discrimination exists even today, and I won't say there was anything unusual about my childhood, but I appreciate the fact that today we talk so much about women empowerment, and I don't know how much of difference it's making, but I think somewhere children who are growing up and women who are going to be now Gen Next and their schools and their teens, they at least to understand there's something wrong in being discriminated, as opposed to us, who growing up didn't see it as something which was wrong. Like I thought it's a matter of fact that being a girl child is a liability on our parent, and
You felt like a liability?
yes, and because there was no other perspective that we had growing up. I felt that it's fair for my parents to feel that taking care of a girl child, like, because these conversations were everyday's thing, that you raise a child and you invest so much in her education, and then she goes about to basically take care of someone else's house, and there's so much dowry that you have to. So it's basically not a very good scenario for them, and as opposed to a son who just brings another person to work at their houses, or and brings a lot of money along with other gifts for the families. This is how actually middle class families feel, who struggle to make the ends meet. For them, those gifts.
The girl is a liability.
Yeah.
Did you feel like a liability growing
No,
up?
I felt, well, for me, like I felt what they feel is there's nothing wrong in what they feel, but I didn't feel that I am any less than my brother, or, and I'm just someone who they have to take care of. I felt quite independent, but that's very rare.
But your parents also want you to get you married off at 16.
Not really. I had pressure of studying and things like that. But my parents, I come from a joint family, and they had their own pressures on them. But yeah, they definitely didn't think of me doing something other than getting married and taking care of my household.
What made you finally take the decision to almost run away from home?
Who's any less than my brother or anyone else? And that's something that drives you to just find yourself and your worth. I didn't have any clarity that I want to be an actress, or I want to change the world or do this, but that frustration that I can't be what you think I am, you know. I can't be such a useless person who's just good for nothing and just, you know, do post-graduation, then they'll find a guy for me, and then I go about, you know, making babies. So I did have a lot of doubts about that system, but I had, you know, so many doubts about my own choices in life.
How difficult was it for you when you came here?
Very difficult. I mean, it's quite harsh, and I don't have to go into the details of it, but
But you went days without food, you slept on the pavement?
yeah, and then I fell for a trap. Like, you know, I was physically abused, and I, you know,
By whom?
you know, like, I don't want to take names, and
By people in the industry?
yeah, yes, people, you know, when they see needy people, and it's just not that you do fall for those traps, and you do feel that you know, people sometimes might help you without, you know, but there are no free lunches, right? So when you're naive, you're young, you kind of, you do, you know, but I feel there are as many people, as many stories, as many women, and we need to encourage women, our women, for being who they are, as opposed to trying to box them and fit them. This one is attractive, this one is, you know, Benji type, this one is intellectual, and this one is a baddie, you know, badass who has boyfriends and wear clothes like this. So we need to stop boxing our women.
Yeah, go beyond the stereotypes and
Yes.
the cliches. You were one of the first people, at least I think you were the first person I ever heard in the industry who asked why women are not paid as much as men. And I've heard the counter argument that women don't bring as many audiences, they don't, you know, do as well for the distributors. How sexist, how discriminating say we need to be paid more? Did you
Yeah, so that's what, oh yeah, I think we are made to feel extremely, you know, because, I don't know, this is the mentality where in India we have that overtly ambitious women is just kind of looked down upon, which is also very, very, you know, I don't think that's the case though. They will make you feel that way, that if you're being overtly ambitious, you are definitely not, you know, no one's going to admire you and you're not a nice person. But then, in my experience, more successful I get, you know, I see a lot more proposals from men. Why is that then? Isn't it? Like, you know, I've been around for like some 10 years, and more successful I get, more crazy they get. Why is that?
the ultimate
And these are the same guys, you know, who will tell me that, you know, the date Shani kisi ko achhi nahi lagti. You know, and these are the same guys now, you know, head over heels. So why is that? I want to know that.
There's no Meryl Streep in England here.
Yeah.
Is that frustrating? Do you work in this industry knowing that the men are going to be forever young while the women are put on the shelf and, well, most people seem to, you know, have 5-6 years if they're lucky. How does that make you feel?
Again, I think it's just the way, it's a kind of manipulation. They manipulate us to feel that way, to believe that way. But it's not true. If that was true, I mean, who remember the last glamorous hot bod face? Everyone remembers Datto, you know, like the woman that I played with Buffy.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers Queen. Our society loves raw character. We love raw women. We don't love our mother because she's hot and sexy. We love our mother because she's our mother. You know, and we love our granny because she's our granny. We value her. We don't remember anyone's face from our childhood. We love our granny's face, you know. So our society loves. If that wasn't the case, why would Datto be such an iconic character? You know, my Krish character is not iconic. The one where I played really hot as mutant.
But yet the men last longer than the women in the role of hero.
Because they make us believe that. They don't want us to be, you know, they want us to be a certain way. They make us lose our identity. It's a trap. It's a trap. We need to be aware of this trap. They will make you lose your identity, and then you won't like yourself, they won't like you either. So when a man says that, oh, you're not 16, or you're not 15, there you have your first wrinkle. You know, don't hate yourself for that. Love yourself, you know, he'll follow you. So we need to love ourselves first. You know, we are desperate to look all the time a certain way, but in my experience, I can only speak for myself. All my hot characters or whatever, I mean, by the grace of God, I never got any attention, but the day I played real women, you know, and that we can't give credit to the industry. We have to give that credit to our audiences, our population. They love real characters, they love raw women, and I don't care. Why would anyone care if Queen is actually 27 or 37? It hardly makes a difference.
Yeah.
what difference does it make? If it doesn't make a difference to film industry, they wouldn't want you to feel that way. They get extremely threatened, you know. So I mean, we don't have to fall for that. Try to be aware of your gifts.
For more news and gossip, don't forget to subscribe to Bollywood Helpline.